So I would like to call in front. Let me have right here for a big hand for her. Caitlin, right here, ma'am. You have one already? Oh, you have one. All right. Now, Caitlin, she got the first degree with us last year. It was our first one testing for first degree in our school. And now we're going to have somebody else receiving a first degree. So let me have a big hand for Mr. Cummins. And then I will tell you. Sure. Did you practice how to tell your buttons? Can you do it in 5 seconds? Face each other. All right. Bow. All right. Set the bell. Thank you very much. You can give her him a big hug. Wait, freeze! Freeze right there. Can you see how to fold the belt now? That's not the right way. I'm going to give you some more time. You can use your finger. There you go. Better? Alright. Then we have Mr. and Mrs. Cummins in front. Good. For the ones that are getting closer to black belt, be ready. You always got to do a speech. Whenever you reach a black belt, somebody from your family or your parents. So I will, you will go over the speech and let me tie his belt first. Right? 2013 state champion and 2013 district champion. New first degree, Mr. Cummins.
First, I want to congratulate everybody on getting the new belts, because I've seen a lot of you guys start off with white belts, so it's pretty awesome, and I've watched this guy for quite a few years get it. When Jett first started Taekwondo, it actually came from a trophy party from a baseball team, and I was all about baseball. After they went to the trophy party, they did a little bit of some moves and stuff like that. He wanted to do it. I was pretty leery of it because I'm all about baseball, and I wanted him to play baseball, and I didn't want Taekwondo to get in the way. But I was pretty, I wanted to do it, so he started to take Taekwondo, and I realized how much he loved doing it. And so I started second-guessing myself and saying, well, maybe baseball is not as important as I thought it was. So at an early age, he started about 6 years, at 6 years old. He'd already had about 5 seasons of baseball in him, so it was kind of a tough move. So on April 16th, 2009, Jett actually walked through the door of the Taekwondo studio. On his journey to being a first-degree black belt, what he's actually achieved today, and we're proud of him. After a few months of training, he actually started out as a tiny tiger like you guys. He started demonstrating advanced leadership skills, and he was really focused as a black belt. He was so focused that his instructor normally didn't do one-on-ones with kids that young to train for tournaments, but his instructor was willing to do that because Jett, he listens, he did what he was told, and he moved forward with the mission in mind. After a while, I realized that, you know, it wasn't just martial arts and it wasn't just sports, but it was the longevity of what actually he was going to be able to get out of it. You know, as parents, we're always thinking about college transcripts, things like that. This kid today can say I was a first-degree black belt, put it on his college transcript. He can say he's a state champion. He can say he's a district champion. Besides that, he can say he's a leader. Like I'm looking at a bunch of leaders today. Unfortunately, once he made purple belt, because of my career, we had to move from Las Vegas. So once we moved, Jett was stagnant as a purple belt. We moved, you know, when we were starting to move, I was looking to see if there's other ATA studios because I'm all about ATA. Unfortunately, when we moved, there wasn't. I went into a Taekwondo studio, talked to him for a little bit, decided it just wasn't the place for Jett. So at the time, we figured that was the end of his Taekwondo career. He wasn't going to do anymore, so we just started playing baseball again. We were still playing baseball all the way anyways. But then after we had to move again, we moved, you know, I was picking places to live, looking for, we ended up in Leesburg, Virginia, which we're very happy about. But I didn't even look for an ATA studio at all. It just wasn't in the mind. I figured, you know, it was kind of a dead thing. One day the family decided we were going to come to the movies here, and I ran into a strong man in a uniform, handed me a flyer, said ATA on it. I lit up because I was like, hey, this is awesome, because I knew all about ATA. Started talking to him about Jett was purple belt, that he was going to be able to come back into his rank again and start up. Dropped them off at the house, we came back immediately. Then candidate master Warnes, and we signed Jett up that night. Then after a few months, and as a lot of you guys know, Jett actually started doing tournaments again, which is what we love to do about. It's a big part of what we enjoy about Taekwondo. So before that, there was a demonstration with the instructors. The instructors actually, they were doing their moves. For some reason I wasn't there that day. Jett came home and said, I've got a 10-year plan. My 10-year plan is to be a 4th degree. That's pretty impressive, man, dude. You're only like 9, guy. So I figured, well, you know, now, especially after today, I guess I got to prepare several more speeches for this guy. But what you guys don't see, besides the training is Jett comes in here on a regular basis and trains one-on-one with the master, Miss Warnes. He's prepared himself for tournaments. He's traveled approximately 8,290 miles this year for going to regional tournaments, the nationals, the worlds. Now with his new belt, he's already accomplished the state championship and the district championship. Now he's got the worlds in mind for next year. So, and I'd actually like to thank Master Rodriguez, Master Candidate Warnes, Mr. Warnes. We couldn't ask for better instructors to teach our kids the way of the hand and the foot. And as I said before, you guys are leaders among leaders. I'd also like to acknowledge the friendships that we've developed in the studio. This studio has actually become our second family. We couldn't ask for a better family. I would like to point out, we do have 2 kids in this studio that actually do compete on a regular basis. So, as a family, we should support them. They have fan pages, they have Facebook pages. I'd like to point out that the Mighty Ninja Cat, go to her site, like it, follow it. This kid's, if you don't know, she's in the top 10 in 2 categories in the country right now. Also, Jett Quick Cummins, he's got a fan page himself, and next year he'll be running for Worlds. So, I mean, these are the products of this studio. Follow them and support them. Jett, today your hard work and love for Taekwondo will take it to the next level. Rank of 1st degree black belt is the first step in your 10-year plan, and your family can be prouder. Enjoy the moment because you've earned it. But remember, you'll be looked at as a leader and should act accordingly. There's an old quote that the legendary Bruce Lee used to say, and I grew up loving Bruce Lee. I mean, I'm sure a few of us have. Always be yourself, express yourself, have faith in yourself. Do not go out and look for successful people and duplicate it. Be that successful person. As a father, I want you to be the best you can be. Do not be afraid to fail. Only be afraid of not trying. With your determination, focus, you will reach that 4th degree and fulfill your 10-year plan. You will become that FDA agent you stated you wanted as a career 5 years ago. We still have your eyes on. This guy told us when he was 5 he wanted to be an FBI agent, and he's never wavered. When I was in the military, we always saluted for respect. Today we're going to bow. First, I'd like to actually bow. And him, I want him to bow for respect to the students. We admire you, your dedication to becoming a black belt. My daughter Zoe, if you don't know, she's lived this journey for quite a few years and finally decided to take that step on this mat. And I'm going to tell you, we've been in her ear for quite a while, and she finally decided to take that step, and we're so proud of her. I look forward to making this first degree speech for her too. I'd also like to bow to my beautiful wife, mother Jett, for driving him here, supporting Jett, because I mean we spent a lot of time. You know, as parents, we spend a lot of time in the studios. We'd actually like to show respect to the mighty Ninja Cat. Because we have a lot of admiration and respect for this little girl. This kid her perseverance is ridiculous. For the knowledge you've given Jett on the side, and just your respect in your family and the Lopez family. Now, the instructors that we have. You guys have helped create the path of developing his leadership skills. And then lastly, the teacher.
All right, Jett! Woo!
Welcome to the club of the first degrees and above. Let me have a big hand for Mr. Cummins. Thank you so much. Very nice picture.
No.
Now the fun starts with the first degree black belt. Ready to go? Go on.
Thank you very much one more time.